and we'll get started. And hopefully everything turns out okay. So yeah, now I'm at the point where I've got it centered. Okay. All right, I'm hitting go live. So we're doing this now, and hopefully it doesn't blow up in my face. It says you're live. Okay then. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mine has to be muted as well. So yeah, it's buffering as I'm watching it, but yeah, that's what I've got too. Maybe we should have done this on your Twitch channel. Eric says he hears us. Yeah, that is a lot of buffering. What is going on? Or it says where it has a little box. Yes, I'm looking at that right now. It's there's a green box right next to it, but it still says it's doing like 2,000 kilobits a second, and I thought I had turned that down to 1,000. Oh, okay. Okay. I think it defaulted on 2,400. So let. Okay, yeah, it's because I put it back up to 2,400. Maybe I should put it up to an even higher number than what I'm seeing because it's jumping up pretty high. Mm-hmm. I don't think so. Okay, I'm looking in audio settings right now. Okay, but let me go to stream. I'm gonna put this up to like 3,000 just to be safe. So okay, ludicrous speed. Okay, so desktop audio, and there's nothing there. Nothing is registering with desktop audio, but when I'm talking, I see stuff appearing. No.
Do
Now,
on your
now that I'm cranking it up, you're appearing. So start talking.
Okay, so you have the volume all the way down on
Yeah,
Nick and I.
that's what it was.
Okay, so
Okay.
then you need to turn it up so that it's almost as high as you.
Yes. Okay.
So I will keep mumbling, and then you can tell me when you've got it at a good point, because I can ramble a bunch. In fact, that's one of my marketable skills.
Yes. Trust me, I'm a podcaster. I know all about this.
It just reminds me of an old Futurama episode. My only marketable skill is to take up space.
Yes. Of course. All right, I'm kind of messing with it myself. Nick, start talking so I can make sure I've got you at a good point.
I will say things that just continue on with random dots and ellipses, and occasionally I will
speak with punctuation you've never even heard of. Interrobang.
Interrobang.
Yeah, who here remembers the Uber colon?
I think the Interrobang still trumps it. I don't know if I do, actually. That might have been after my time.
Okay, so, okay, now he's, yeah, it's starting to come in slowly. So now Eric says, I hear Aaron, and so...
You know, by the end of this evening, we'll have a whole sentence out.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully it's something like Zorsam by...
We're going to drop a sentence that is so fire.
It changes the world history.
It's got noun and verb, punctuation. It's got everything.
Be excellent to one another.
Oh, man. Have you seen the new Bill and Ted?
I have not seen the new one yet.
It was worth it. Like Jill and I watched it the Friday after it came out. Yeah, the week after. And it was genuinely enjoyable. Like
I heard that.
So that made me happy. I was like, yay.
Oh, what? Was there an update? I was trying to plug in the computer, which doesn't want to charge right now.
Oh, you're doing this off a laptop?
Yes.
Oh, may the force be go with you. I originally streamed on a laptop before I poured soda on it because it was thirsty.
Oh, I bet that was fun. So now Eric can hear Nick, so I guess we're making progress.
Well, if everyone can be heard, then I say that's a win. Let's go home, pack this up.
All right, good guys. Welcome to our thing. Buy some Zorsam. He's a cool barbarian. Peace out.
You can't just say that much and get away with it. I'm sorry.
That was a Cliff Notes version.
Oh man, entertaining Twitter account, follow Spark Notes because they meme like points and famous literature all the time, and it's freaking hilarious.
That's great.
Even though Spark Notes had a Twitter, that sounds amazing.
Everybody's got Twitter.
Of course.
I mean, and if you don't search yourself anyway. Someone. I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
It's possible. I'm just happy to be in that area where no one will do that because it's not beneficial for them.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim says he can hear the full conversation now. So, I currently have the video showing Aaron and Nick.
Yep.
So
Hello.
Because I don't feel like fighting all that much with OBS, I say we get started, and this will not be the most horrible live stream that I've done. Because if you go back on my channel and look up some of the other live streams, my first one for Gen Con was not even a comedy of errors, it was a tragedy of errors. So, yeah.
Oh man. Like I look like a sepia filter. Did I do that?
Don't know.
We'll contact you from 1930s.
Either that or he's in Kansas and Nick and I are in Oz. One or the other.
Yep. That worked.
Eric says, now we have major effects. Wow, crazy echo effects, major effect. What is going on? I don't know anymore. Why is there echo?
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do anything here. So otherwise, I'd help you. I'm.
Yeah, see, on my screen, I look fine.
That's weird.
But on Nate's screen, I look like the movie. But you can also see my wonderful or I am the best husband ever.
Yes.
So I'm sorry. All other husbands in the world.
We can't all be you.
Yeah, apparently not.
Nope. Don't even try.
You know what? At this point, I don't know what else to do. I'm going to have to look it up. So I say we just get this sucker started at this point because I really don't know what else to do. I have no idea what's going on. But hello, everybody. Welcome
Since we echo, we'll let you talk mainly.
Welcome to the Comedy of Errors that is the Zorsam author live stream. I am so sorry. Everything's just been screwed up. Everything happened this weekend. I'm telling you. This ended up getting postponed, and to tonight, and then I had to postpone a podcast recording, for Monster Island Film Vault here. That had to be postponed until today, and then also I got invited to 2 more podcasts to guest appear on this weekend. So it has been absolute insanity for the last 2 days. And the fact that this live stream is turning into a minor disaster, I guess I just shouldn't be surprised by it at this point. But yes, just to let everybody know, I'm Nathan Marchand, and I have now switched the view because this is all I can really do at this point.
The normal view?
Something like that. I have the ugly mugs of both Nick and Aaron on, and Nick looks fine. And as we were joking earlier, Aaron is apparently in Kansas, and Nick and I are hanging out with the wizard in Oz.
Which, if you read the book, reason the Emerald City is green, everyone wearing glasses. So.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Now apparently there's only echo on YouTube. I'm fine. So there you go. And our stream status is now up to good. So I guess we're making some progress here. So, gentlemen, let's ask the deep philosophical question. Why are we here? And I don't mean in this box canyon.
So I guess I'll start talking here. Hopefully not too echoey. So we published a book that we wrote many moons ago, actually, at this point.
It does feel like a really long time ago.
That's because it was almost a fourth of my life ago. So.
Yes, and that book would be Zorsam and the God Who Devours, which was the title we ended up landing on while working with the publisher. I forget, Nick, was it with the first publisher we tried to send it to, or was it Wild Hunt that came?
I think the title was the first publisher, but we carried over, and it works really well. So.
I am unapologetically taking swigs of water here. So, Nick, you've got our little outline because I don't have it. And
yes, I do.
Aaron, I'm sorry, Aaron. I keep wanting to husband like I did in college days, and
everyone does, even when they really should. Not saying that anyone who's watching this and doesn't connect the person named Aaron is not also Brosman. Then reading may not be your hobby. But yeah, it's just funny. Sometimes people will come in and be like, I'm like, I have an incredibly recognizable last name, like incredibly recognizable. So we oh well. It is life. Moving on.
What's funny is earlier today when I was making the thumbnail for the live stream, that I had to make the font smaller so it didn't just cut off a syllable and do the little, I forget what you call that, and the rest of the word goes on to the next line. It actually had you hyphenated. It actually had your name at one point as Aaron Bro. And I'm like, Aaron Bro. Sounds kind of.
I've had that before. Ever since Peel came out with that skit, though. For instance, my in-laws for the longest time called me Aaron. So
Nice.
like they're like, hey, how's Aaron doing? I'm fine.
All right, so I'm going to switch to myself here really quick, because now I'm seeing stuff on the stream that says that the echoes are only when the video is on Nick and Aaron, which is very bizarre.
What I'm betting it is that when you capture Skype, it captures the sound as well.
Ah.
And so there might be something there with the with that. There might be something with that.
I remember this when I did this for Gen Con, because it's catching the sound from two different sources. So it's catching the sound from
now. Usually, when you get an echo
from my microphone or something.
Yeah, usually when you get an echo, that's because somebody's microphone can pick up the speakers.
Okay.
Because that's the easiest way to get an echo.
Okay, then. Let me see.
I love that I get to talk like I actually know what I'm doing, when in reality, I'm a trained monkey on my own stream. So.
Okay, but anyway, we'll get back on target here, and I'll occasionally switch over to let you guys talk, because apparently it's kind of Max Headroomish. Tim is saying that. So I think what we can do is we can start with the beginning of this book.
Yes.
That's the beginning is always a good place to start, right? Unless we want to make this the Quentin Tarantino stream, you know. It'll be like Pulp Fiction. Everything's out of order.
I was going to say we just go with Memento. So we start with the end of the stream and we work our way back to the beginning.
If this is the end of the stream, that's unfortunate for the beginning of it.
Yeah, yes, it is. Well, actually, so far this whole thing has been a tiny bit unfortunate. Not quite tragedy of errors, but...
So, Nathan, tell us, where was this story born? Where was it birthed into the world?
It was.
I love that you're saying this, Nick, but quite literally, you started this story. Like, quite literally.
Well, not only that, it was started in story.
That is also true. It's storyception.
I know, which honestly might be my favorite part of this whole thing, because for those who don't know, there is literally a town. I don't even know if it's a town. It's more like a village in Indiana.
Yeah, it's like a hotel.
Called Story. And it's a tourist trap. It's this little place. It's in the middle of the woods. It's been years since I've been wanting. Ever since we did that retreat, I have wanted to go back so bad.
It is one restaurant and 5 buildings.
Yeah. Basically, yes.
And technically, the one we were in wasn't even in Story. It was Story adjacent.
Yeah, basically, but it was close enough, and we did take a day to go out and Story. But basically, to start it off by saying I was working in Bluffton at the time, so I think it was 2007.
That sounds rightish.
Natasha didn't have any kids yet.
That's correct.
Yeah, so it was.
I was going to say, I was married and living in Huntington, so that's about 12 years ago.
Yeah.
So there you go.
But I was living in Bluffton, so maybe it was 2008. Might have been 2008, actually. Yeah, it was 2008. Now that I think about it, it was 2008. So,
but we gathered together.
Yes,
we birthed this thing.
Yeah, this was your idea, Nick. And
yeah, I tend to like coming up with weird ideas, and so we all got together, and I said, "Hey, okay, guys, how about we do this? We all come up with some sort of cool genre, and then we write up to 10,000 words. I think we made some sort of like that. And then we'll flip them around between there were 6 or 7 of us there. And then that person will have the next 10,000 words, and we'll switch them one time, finish it up. And we had I think about 6 stories started. I think only 3 completely finished. One was a kaiju-based one, which Nathan published.
That got finished and self-published and fun stuff like that.
And then another one is this barbarian story that I decided, hey, how about we do a barbarian, which is something I've never before since written in.
Yeah. term for that would be sword and sorcery.
Yes, that's true. And again, I didn't know that back in the day. I just hey.
I learned that later.
And I think that actually, when we were in Indiana, that was the beginning of a little road trip for Natasha, my wife, and I. And we went down to like caves in Tennessee, Kentucky, and everything. And I was very partisan at the time, I believe, if my memory serves. And so I think that's why I picked it. And then I started writing this thing. It was a lot of fun. Create this character, Zorsam, and I wrote about, I want to say 10 words or so. And I said, okay, that's stopping point. Pass off here. He added much needed extra characters. The first half was deep, was
almost completely one character.
It was one character in death.
That's true. There were three characters as far as I remember. Zorsam, Death, and one gigantic bug. Yep.
And there was one princess that was mostly dead at the time. But
she was only mostly dead.
But then Aaron added some much needed characters, a wonderful sidekick as he ended up being Rask, and then Nathan came in and brought it to a climactic conclusion, and then we sat on it for a number of years. Yeah, and then we're like, we should do something with this, and we kind of went back and forth how we should go about it. I think we finally settled on that. Since I started, I would go and kind of rewrite it in a consistent style. Like we all slightly different styles. But didn't really change. I mean, just kind of smooth the smooth the edges.
Well, I mean, it's like any bit of carpentry or whatever. When you have three different pieces of wood, you have to line up the grain. You have to sand down the edges. You have to make it so they actually fit together coherently. Because whereas the story from A to B, it was abundantly obvious which part I wrote as versus part Nick wrote. And then you go to the part like, Aaron, stop writing. This is not Aaron. This is not Nick. Oh, this is Nick. We all three of us, we like a lot of the same genres and the same sort of subjects. We all approach like narrative very differently. So going through and sanding down all those edges to make it so the story feel like one narrative as opposed to three parts, three distinct parts of a narrative. That's a big thing.
Yeah. It works really well now. What all the great ideas that were put in by all those now as if it was one person.
I will say,
they're not my ideas.
I do know the last time I read it was a while ago because I'm the least involved in the editing process because I was like, you guys. You're taking the reins on this, so you make the changes you need to make. I'm cool with it. I trust you. But like the last time I read it, I was like, I cannot clearly tell where I started and where I stopped. And I wrote it. So if you're all familiar with Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, they wrote a book called Good Omens. And there are various points in the book where people point, this line was written by Neil Gaiman. This line was written by Terry Pratchett. And Neil Gaiman will say, hell if I know. He's like, I don't know who wrote which part because at one point we were just kind of throwing stuff there, and we just got the good stuff. So, but that shows that you've really succeeded at that goal of trying to make it more narrative. When I'm sitting there going, well, I don't know where I took because it was definitely obvious. Initially, when we wrote our three parts, it was very obvious when I started writing. It was very obvious when I handed it off to Nate because there were a lot of jump in for I'd say when I picked it up and dropped it, there were jumps in narrative because your original intro was this very personal, very I don't want to say lonely because that wasn't it, but it was very solitude. It was very centered on Zorsam, and so I got through it and I was like, this is amazing. I cannot write this. I was just like, oh dear God, I need other people here because I am not as good as this. So the other thing was I thought of one of the things that we were talking about when we started writing these, which was we picked genres and we picked tropes specifically because we're like this is a chance to explore them. This is a chance to really sort of jump in on those. And so that's why I added Rask, both because I needed a character I felt like actually right, and when you think of the classic like Conan the Barbarian or similar stories, like even though he's the title character, even though he's the hero, even though he's the guy, there's always someone. There's always someone by him. Mm-hmm. There's always a sidekick that's not really a sidekick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So. This book
I discovered actually because not long after my name got thrown out of the hat to do the ended up being like the last 2/3, but of this, I actually started doing things like reading you loaned me a Conan the Barbarian book, Nick, and I watched the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies to get a handle on what are the genre trappings for this, because Conan is the barbarian. And yeah, there is, I can't remember the character's name in the movie, but he was played by a Japanese actor named Mako in the movie, who was...
Mako?
However,
that's also the guy whose voice is Uncle Iroh.
Yes.
That guy's awesome.
He's done a lot of things. And he was the not sidekick in that.
Yep. What the thing is, especially when you have a story like Conan or like ours, where the main character is this sort of unique paragon, you have to have someone that can relate to. And so that's where the Mako character is important because he's the one. We're like, thank God, you make sense. You are not a crazy person like the giant sword over there. You get this. So it's a touchstone. It's that character that understand the world you're in. And so I realized I also made Rask have
ridiculous accent.
I was gonna say like he speaks almost completely in slang and jargon. Like he does not air quotes English. But that was all. He was really. He's
a blast.
I know you're downplaying your contribution to this a fair amount, Aaron. But the thing is
that's because I wrote like
2,000 words. I think it was about 2,000 words.
I thought it was more than that, but it was.
It's a little more than that.
It was less. I know it was less than 5,000, and I know Nick had like almost 10.
Yeah, I think Nick had about 8,000.
8. There you go.
8,500, and then I ended up taking it. I was given 10,000 words, and I took it all the way to 30.
No, yeah. So I'm not trying to undercut myself, but in a very real sense, like I had the smallest volume, but I did try and leave you with pieces that you could use.
You did. See, here's the thing. Nick,
I do that though.
Yeah. Nick did what he did. He created the characters and the essentials of the universe that this was to take place in. And then, even though your contribution was comparatively smaller, you added so much more new material just in your 2,500 words, we'll say, that broadened the world out dramatically. You gave me a new character. You introduced magic.
Brothers.
We hadn't, and the two brother characters. We didn't.
Well, I mean, I get to just to be clear. It's like I had Rask. So you find someone who's not Zorsam, and then I had two people from the bad guys' army. So it was non-villains. There's a lot of stage setting stuff, but at the same time, like Nick put us on a path. He going down the road on this journey, and then I came along and I threw the cups over, shuffled around a bit, and then pushed it out there. So
and then
honestly, guys,
why I ended up doing was I took all of those materials. I really didn't do a whole lot of world building. I built a tiny bit on what had already been established, but I basically took all those pieces, all the toys that I got from the two of you, and I finished the rest of the story. I just took the building blocks and I kept building off of your foundations. That was really all I did. So I honestly don't take a whole lot of credit for what it ended up becoming because I didn't create the foundation. At least I don't feel like I did.
It's funny you guys are all saying that because, like, yeah, I created Zorsam. Zorsam character. But this would not have been very good story. It
would have been a very different. I have most faith it would have been a good story, but it would have been a very different story.
It would not have been good story.
That maybe.
It would have been about Zorsam going to the city and going to school and getting a master's degree and
I don't know.
Point, going and fighting the tyrant and all that.
This is where Eric his reference to Dostoevsky rant about self. No, but in any case, I think the book as it's very enjoyable. Very entertaining sorcery book that is really the product of three people, all added the best parts to themselves to it. And I think that doesn't go and pick it up.
Yeah. But it was an interesting genesis, and there's a lot we could talk about with with the world building and the characters. We've done a lot of that already. And but it's got all the tropes that you would expect. It's got the big burly hero, and we got the sidekick. We have the beautiful princess. We have monsters. We have the absolutely despicable tyrant. We've got all this stuff. Basically, the way I describe this to people, other than the hyperbolic description of it's about a barbarian cooler than Conan. Is that this is the marriage of Tarzan, Conan, and Samson from the Bible. Okay, it borrows a lot of elements from them. Zorsam is a wild man.
Yep.
Tarzan, he's a big burly dude from the wild country like Conan. More so in the stories. What's the not Robert Jordan? Suddenly his name is
give me 1 second.
But anyway, the original stories, but he's essentially a judge like in the Old Testament because he is commissioned by, Death is essentially a messenger for his tribe's god, and his tribe's god has said, I am appointing you the liberator of your people. I want you to go save them. And so he's been given a mission that he has to go do. So there's a lot of really interesting elements that we pulled all these strings.
Robert E. Howard.
Robert E. Howard. I knew there was a Robert in the name.
I knew it was Robert, and I thought there was a middle initial, but I kept thinking Heinlein, and I'm like, this is sure as hell not.
Robert Jordan did write some Conan stories.
That's true too.
But so that's why I was a little confused. So there's all of these different elements that are coming together to make this, and I think it's a really unique spin on the sword and sorcery thing. It has a lot of the trappings and the tropes and everything you expect from it, but it's also very much its own animal. And I can't wait for Wild Hunt to have the paperbacks ready for this, because I am going to take this book to Gen Con, and it will, I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to sell like mad. This is the perfect book to sell at Gen Con. They will eat it up, and I can't wait. Hopefully
I just
happens this year.
I just realized something. Like, we started all this and we didn't introduce who we are.
Oh,
Like, other than the authors, like, we're the authors,
yeah.
which is great.
Yes.
But there is the potential that people watching this don't actually know us personally. Hi, Mom.
What? So,
I did put everybody's names in the title.
No, and that's great. I'm just saying, a name is one thing, but we're more than just a name.
Yes, but yeah, I'll switch the scene over. So, who's Nick? Which of
hi. I am Nick.
And
I started this.
So by process of elimination, you are Aaron.
Yes. And we have known each other. We have known each other since college. Where we met as writers.
The other day, it is going on 20 years that we have known each other. It is creeping. At least how long I've known the two of you, it's creeping up to 20 years. For you guys, it's more than 20 years. So it's a little insane.
Probably only by about a month.
Nick was a senior when I came in, and you were a.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry. Then it'd be 21 years.
Yeah. So. It was inevitable that we would be doing some sort of collaborative project like this. We've done other ones. Like Children of the Wells is something that we've worked on together, and I know the two of you have done some stuff together as well that I wasn't involved with. You jerk.
Like the story project way back in the day.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
Okay. I will confess, my the battery on my laptop is starting to get dangerously low, so we probably should wrap the stream up pretty soon.
Well, then, how about this? Everyone, all the authors here, tell the audience one of your favorite parts or characters or whatever you want to say, scenes, sentences, whatever, from the book.
Oh man.
Just one.
I think the part that I had the most fun with was probably the finale, where I just went full tilt, testosterone fueled, battle, Crom, I have never prayed to you before. That, it was just nuts like that. Now, you changed a little bit of it, Nick, and I think wisely. You made the finale a little bit different, and I think better for it. But everything leading up to that final chapter, where it's just Zorsam cutting through guys, getting to the Temple of Evil, was probably my favorite part to write.
Well, for me, it's really easy because there's effectively there's images I have from the book that are burned into my brain. The first one is basically Zorsam beginning to go into a giant bug. Like that part just sticks with you. The last one is just kind of bursts in for the final scene, like that whole area is very visual. You feel that whole area, which is great. But the one that sticks out the most to me is when Zorsam hosts and the lightning is striking and he has to fight the two guys. Just that whole bit. It felt very visual to me, and
seen the thing wrong show?
No.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Oh my God, we do not have Amazon Prime.
See, I don't either, but my brother does. It's a British show. It has like 6 episodes.
Hey,
But they hello. Yeah, I heard your laptop died.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if the stream is still going or not. It seems to think it's still going because it's asking me if I want to stop streaming.
Oh, really? We just stopped there. So.
Well, I figured at some point it will stop because after a while, if your laptop was the thing streaming, then it will have to.
If not,
it's just showing how far the delay has gotten because of how much it's been buffering.
Yes.
So
I'm going to see if we can actually finish this properly. I'm going to try something here. Because I've still got you on Skype, I'm going to remove the two of you as individuals, and I'm going to try doing Skype as whoever is the speaker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just gotta get in there and do and that's all, folks.
Yeah, basically. Sort of thing. I mean, I could go on longer now if I wanted to. So I'm gonna do Skype active speaker, and hopefully that works. It's just going to be whoever is talking at that moment, and it'll actually be full screen. But I don't know if it's still streaming or not. No. Yeah, Amazon Prime. Oh, it was still. So apparently it's been going.
How in the?
I have no idea how that happened, but apparently it's still been going. I am so sorry.
Your laptop has been over exaggerated.
Wow.
Reports of my demise have been
greatly exaggerated. Yes. It did still die, but I have saved it. So it apparently didn't interrupt the stream, not quite, because as soon as my laptop got back up, all the programs were still running, and I just had to join the Skype call again. So,
that's weird.
What are we talking about?
Oh, I bet you I know what it did.
What?
Once it gets to a certain amount of power, it probably went into like safe mode or sleep mode or whatever, and turned everything off. But it was not actually off.
Yeah.
Who knows? There's a million. It's a witchcraft. That's what happened. It's witchcraft.
Technology. Well, what was it? Technology is just science. Oh, magic is just technology we don't understand. That sort of a thing.
Yep.
What is the science advanced so it is indistinguishable from magic.
Arthur Clarke?
I believe so. Yeah.
All right, hi everyone. We're back. We've been here.
Oh, holy cow! Look at me. I'm not sepia.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah, I'm still kind of.
Never mind.
Kind of fighting with it a little bit, but I'm trying to. I don't know why why are you being obstinate? Oh, I am a terrible, terrible wizard. This is why I didn't get admitted to Hogwarts.
Well then, guys, go ahead and wrap this thing up then.
We probably should, because I don't know how much longer I can hold this together with, spit and duct tape.
All right. Well, everyone, you've managed to revive our live stream. And
our tragedy of errors.
Yes. It's a goes wrong show, as I was mentioning to air on air. Which is also all you have on Prime. Go watch it. It's hilarious. But regardless, what you should also do when you here is go to Amazon and purchase a book called Zorsam and the God Who Devours, because I know two good authors who wrote in it, who are on the call with me.
And then I also wrote with them.
This honestly has gone so poorly that I've realized I really need to spend a little bit of time learning how to properly use OBS.
OBS is an amazing program, but like anything, there are just too many ways to screw it up.
Yeah, I am quickly learning this. So, Nick, Tim, I don't know what you have planned for Derailed Trains of Thought, but I feel like, much like what happened with a failed live stream, a semi-failed live stream I did over the summer, I feel like that we may want to revisit this and actually not screw it up. So, what say you to doing something like this again, but on Derailed Trains?
We'll have to see. Possibly. I mean, it's certainly an option. And maybe I have an idea of something strange. But okay. We will look into that. Yeah, I do think do another sort of dialogue of some sort.
Yeah, and hopefully one that doesn't get screwed up. And honestly, Derailed Train seems like the best place to do it compared to, I mean, any of our other things, unless, Aaron would like to host us while he's doing a live stream on Twitch or something. So we'll just cover the whole gamut, and hopefully each time will get better. Because this live stream has, been frustrating and a little disappointing for me, but we made the best of it. So, something to think about in the future, because I would love to do this again. And hey, we may as well keep promoting the book as much as we can at this point.
Yes.
So, Derailed Trains I think would be great, and maybe on, I don't know, you'll have to pick a really interesting sword and sorcery game that'll fit thematically for Aaron.
Well, have you ever heard of a game called For Honor?
Yes.
Okay. I freaking love For Honor. Anyone who's not familiar with it, For Honor is basically like a bunch of middle school kids get together and one says I think Vikings are best, and one says nuh-uh, samurai are totally best, and the next one's like Crusaders are best. And then you basically duke it out. But
so
it's a fighting game that involves like knights and samurai and Vikings, and it's really brutal. Like when you get the last hit on someone, you can do executions and things, and it's crazy. That game is really fun. Really fun.
Good idea for you. We'll, Nick and I will call in, and while you're streaming For Honor, we'll talk about Zorsam again with your audience. I like this idea.
No, it's not a bad one. They've seen me play a lot of For Honor. I've been wanting to get back to it. It's so much fun.
Okay. Well, that's something that we'll talk about on the Facebook messages. And my gosh, OBS, why do you keep wanting to make Aaron gigantic and I have to change the size of the screen?
It has something to do with resolutions.
Probably.
Now I don't know because obviously I don't know all your settings and stuff. Because like I said, there's a million ways to mess with things. But it's
hang out sometime and we'll mess with the settings on this thing and see if we can get it to actually work properly. Because I am still learning, my friend, still learning. But now, this is a good point as any to do, as we say on my podcast, the Monster Island Film Vault. This is where we do our shameless self-promotions.
This is as we would say on Twitch. This is our sellout moment.
All right, Brosman, I'll let you go first.
Cool. So, buy our book. But seriously, you should check it out. If you like what you read. Nick has written numerous other things. Nate has written numerous other things. You should check them out too. Because I'm going to bet you would like those as well. I actually used to work on a board game that you can still find. Actually, this I get to one up you all because I have my major award. This is my Origins Award for a board game I worked on.
Awesome.
But anyway, I used to work on board games. So you can find board games that I used to make. I used to work for Arcane Wonders. I worked on a game called Mage Wars. Currently, I stream Tuesday through Friday on Twitch. It's Crop Circles IN because Crop Circles was taken. Yeah, and you can find me there. I play a fair amount of Destiny. And then whatever else I feel like at the moment, it's a whole bunch of Warhammer 40K games. Because heresy. But yeah. So that's kind of my sellout moment. The takeaway is buy their books.
All right, what do you got, Nick?
So there is a podcast that I am part of. Me and another writer who is in Indiana, but not part of this book. Timothy Peel. We do a podcast called Trains of Thought. In the chat, yes. Derailed Trains of Thought. It's a podcast on storytelling for the consumer and the creator. You can find it anywhere you can find podcasts. And then also, for some reason, want to just hear us react to TV shows. We have a spin-off podcast called The Weekly Hijack. We're working our way through Lost again. We had previously walked through Babylon 5, which you must watch. Yeah, and that's that.
You might be tickled by this, Nick. I just watched an Ultraman show that had Lanier in it for 2 minutes.
Oh, nice. Lunar's fun. Yep.
He guest starred in the cold open for one of the episodes, and then was promptly killed by a monster.
No, that's pleasant.
However, there's another episode that has Jeffrey Combs in it for the entire time.
Nice.
But yes,
that's all I've got.
No, yeah, that's your catchphrase.
That is my catchphrase.
I'm Nathan Marchand. We've already had plugs for my books. By the way, check out Nick's website, worksofnick.com. My website is nathanjsmarchand.com. Yes, I had to use both of them. NathanMarchand.com was already taken. And there might be a lightsaber involved, but because I would like to have that domain back. All that, and then obviously, as I've got the shirt on. Check out my podcast, on Film. Website's monsteronfilmvault.com. Follow us on all the socials. There's links to all the socials for my stuff on all of my websites. So please go check all of that out. Writing is not the only thing that we do. We stream, we podcast. We like having our hands in a lot of things, perhaps too many things. So I think that's all the selling out that we're going to do tonight, gentlemen, unless there's anything else that we need to bring up.
I'm good.
You good, Brosman? Yes,
Yeah.
Into it.
It's fine. At some point, I realized that my name is out there anyway, so it doesn't matter. And as I mentioned, if I was going to be like, you should buy this book, and then I'm like, shh, don't tell them which one I am. Yeah, process of elimination is not in my favor.
It's not. No, it is not. But and I want to put a big thank you out there to the handful of viewers that we've had for this stream. Thank you for putting up with this horrendous tragedy of errors and my attempts to make this work. I'll figure it out, dang it. I'll figure it out, especially since I'm going to attempt to do a live reaction video to the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer that drops tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. All right. Once again, thanks a lot. Have a good evening. Buy Zorsam and the God Who Devours. You will not regret it. And
The only thing I've